Back at it again. Thank you for watching Revurber8, a special edition, The Art of Entrepreneurs. Now, starting a business is truly an artistic expression. There's the business plan, financials, the research, the brand. It's a lot of work. Now, last week we invited a blend of very special people, individuals with a lot of drive and vision. But this time, get ready as we go a little bit deeper with these go-getters. But before we do, I want to take you to American Rebel, where we got a private tour with the CEO. Check it out.
My name's Chris Detert, CEO of American Rebel PR. American Rebel PR is a PR marketing, branding, and events company based in Los Angeles, California. So I started American Rebel 7.5 years ago, back at the end of 2005. Previous to that, I was the Vice President of Marketing and PR for Von Dutch Originals, based on rampant celebrity product placement. My real education and my real abilities as a PR person and as an entrepreneur really started to grow as Von Dutch started to decline as a brand, and I realized that it was time for me to move on, and rather than having the myopic perspective of just going and doing this at another, being the VP of marketing at another company, I started to realize I could do this on a very wide scale. As young as I was and as acclaimed as Von Dutch was, I was able to get all of these crazy, amazing contacts, and people started coming to me and saying, can you do for my brand what you did for Von Dutch? If I had to give one piece of advice to today's up-and-coming urban entrepreneurs, it's a world of who you know, and it's about making connections and keeping those contacts and keeping relationships and always following through with what you say you're going to do and being honest and being forthright. And if you do those things and you're tireless in your efforts and you show passion, you'll always win.
What a great business. Truly an urban entrepreneur. So now, let's get back to the conversation. 20th century, we saw more like the marketing advertising being in magazines or commercials or that kind of thing. And it's sort of like this brand didn't have a personal identity, it just had sort of a corporate identity. This is our logo, this is what we sell, come by. But now it seems like people are definitely more like user-based, that even the social media sort of made it where everything is sort of word of mouth. Yeah. And it's how fast something catches fire, which is how fast that company grows. And whether it be on YouTube or Living Social, you said, or Yelp or whatever, the more people and the more that ignites that flame, sort of the faster your business grows. Do you guys feel that way in the exchange and the transactions, that the more people talk about it, the more business you actually have? Yes. You do?
Yeah, definitely. Especially if food bloggers come in and write about us, like specific demographic, like vegans or gluten-free people, it's because those are such specific customers. Those people are always looking for places that are hard for them to find. So if you have like a popular vegan blogger come in and review your restaurant, like literally the next day, you'll have 10 new vegan customers. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like you can't even spend money on advertising. If your business isn't organically, and no pun intended, popular and really talked about by the users, then you're not going to be successful. Everyone knows someone can buy an ad, but no one knows how to get users to really love your product no matter what it is. So it really just comes from, it makes you have to have a better product because of that. Because you can't just buy an ad in a magazine and expect to be successful. The real growth and the real success will come from users and customers, and so it's really kind of changed the way business and success in business has happened.
Do you feel that ideal is tangible, something you can put in a business plan that you can convey to investors, or is it something that's sort of intangible? It's just something how you manage your business and how you manage your customer base.
I definitely think it's how do you manage your business and your customer base, because what you put on paper for an investor, you know, if you look at the vacancies in the neighborhood and the amount of businesses that have gone under, and the economy that we're in right now, I literally signed my lease about 2 weeks before the crash, the financial meltdown.
Yeah.
And from that point until now, there's more vacancies in all parts of Los Angeles, from Westwood, Santa Monica, everywhere, that weren't there, you know, 4 years ago. And so I think what you put on paper in terms of business plans and investors today, it's just very different, because there's no real security, I guess, behind your plan anymore. You know, and I've even seen companies that are backed with like heavy hotel people, you know, groups, large groups. I've even seen them go out of business. So there's, even if you have like a recognized brand, it doesn't guarantee your success in today's market. So you always have to stay like, okay, one step ahead of the game, you know, but also I think remain true to your vision and true to your integrity. And I think for me, that's where I, at the end of the day, kind of try to separate, and like, I can't compare myself to like what anybody else is doing, you know, and because if you do, you go crazy. So you have to stay like, you got to go within. You got to do whatever, if it's from making yourself a bubble bath to like putting on some, you know, Marvin Gaye. It's like whatever you need to do to take yourself out of the craziness of what's going on around you, and just like stay true to that intention, you know?
Yeah, I think it's 100% about experience, which is kind of intangible. I think people walk in, everyone's attention spans are short these days. There's so much stimulation from everywhere. You're like, let me try this, let me try that. I mean, even with like living social, I mean, I'm pretty sure businesses are hurting from it because people are just jumping from deal to deal. So you have to offer them something exceptional when they walk through the room, that they actually will become a repeat customer. Because otherwise they're like, great, I got a sweet deal on this, I'm gonna go right down the street to the next one. So you have to be really careful, but just like she said, that passion and integrity, that's what's gonna shine through. 100%, if you are true to what you love to do and your passion and you're showing that, people are gonna talk about it and they're gonna come back.
No great enterprise can exist for itself alone. It ministers some great need or provides some great service, not for itself, but for others. Failing therein, it ceases to exist and ceases to be profitable. U.S. President Calvin Coolidge. I hope every one of you catches some of this goodness and uses it to make your life better. Please remember to follow us on Twitter and Facebook at Urban Icon TV.